Hey everyone, it's Cheyenne, and I just wanted to talk for a bit. So I just got done watching this video that was suggested to me by one of you guys. It is called Feeling Sad About Tragedy, and it's all about, like, the shooting of a fellow YouTuber or gamer slash singer slash person, and, about, like, the comments on YouTube and how we're kind of taught to ignore some of them even if we don't feel comfortable with it and such and so on and so forth and stuff like that. I'm going to suggest the video because it's actually really interesting to watch and kind of an emotional experience. But so watching it, I just wanted to talk about how I am with that stuff because I don't know. But I digress. So a lot of you guys know I want to be a singer. I wanted to be a singer since I was a little tot in like 2nd or 3rd grade. And I was kind of forced to think about the bad things that could happen. And, like you lose privacy. Then again, it's kind of hard to have privacy in a family with 7 children. But you lose most to all of your privacy if you actually make it as a singer or an actor or something like that. And you're going to have people who like you a lot, who like you too much. And you're going to have people who dislike you a lot, and who dislike you too much. And once they get to that too much region, that's when it kind of, once they get even near that too much region, it kind of becomes something that you have to watch. And so I was always taught that if I felt unsafe about something or if I felt uncomfortable, it was okay to talk about it. Whether it's to someone I feel safe with, especially if it's to someone I feel safe with, or it's to the person who's making me feel uncomfortable, just to say, you're kind of making me feel uncomfortable. And I would appreciate it if you didn't talk like this, or if you didn't comment this stuff on wherever. But, I was always thinking about that stuff, and I kind of had some time to myself where I could think about the dangers and, like, the possibility of getting hurt and such. And I know it's dangerous. And I know that I have to learn to be prepared for stuff like that and to protect myself as well as knowing, getting more comfortable with the idea that I can talk to my family and friends and that I can contact the police if I do not feel safe. Because even if there's not something that they can do in that moment, they can actually start tracking the comments, looking over it, and if they see something that says, alright, this isn't safe, then they can take care of it. And so I always had to learn about that stuff, and, it kind of got drilled into my head that if I'm not feeling comfortable, if I'm not feeling safe, I need to go talk to someone about it. I need to get it out, make sure it's known, and so that if anything happens, it can be taken care of. And I know that that's the way I should think. Being that when I'm the kind of person that when I get worried, I get slightly paranoid, and I think worst case scenarios. And that's just the way I was raised, especially in a medical family. When it comes to, like, medicine, when you're treating a patient, you want to think worst case scenario when, like, if it's something you don't know, you want to think worst case scenario and then work your way up, because sometimes you want to cross out the worst stuff first, So I was always taught worst case scenario first, and then if it's better than that, great. So I get a little bit paranoid when I'm left to think too much about something that I'm worried about. And I will play the worst case scenarios through in my head. What would I do? How would I take care of it? Who would I need to bring in on this? And, that's just something that I'm used to. And so watching that video, I kind of realized even more that it's okay to think worst case scenario, and it's okay to say that I'm not comfortable with something, and it's okay to bring my family or friends into on it and say, you know, could you stick around for this or this, because I'm worried. And, you know, I guess I just kind of wanted to get that out, that yes, I understand that, you know, the job profession I want is actually probably a really dangerous one, and, you know, sometimes even just doing these YouTube videos might be causing danger to myself, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's never changed my mind. So, but yeah, you know, I wanted to point out that I do think these things, and I have like a little prompt thing written down for me right now, just because I wanted to get all these thoughts out, and I didn't want to forget anything, so I wrote it down, kind of like you would in a PowerPoint. You write part of what you would say down, and then you probably remember the rest of it. But I wanted to say all this because I wanted to let you guys know that it's okay to think that way. You know, it's okay that if you feel uncomfortable with something someone's commenting or something someone's saying to you, you can go to someone else about it. It will be taken care of more than you think. And if there's ever a time that you don't feel safe and, you know, like it's to the point where you don't even know if friends and family would be enough to tell, it is okay to tell the police. And, you know, there is a lot more that they can do about it than you would think. While they might not be able to do everything about it, like if it's just that the person makes you feel uncomfortable, and that's a little bit different. It might be just monitoring the situation depending on what's happened, but especially if it's like someone threatens you or threatens their own life as well, that's definitely something that the police can take care of, because once it gets to threats of suicide or death, suicide or homicide, I should say, that's when the police can really step in and say, you know, that's when they can really take care of it. You know, when they start being able to come in and possibly track down the person, and it sounds very serious and very strange to say to me, like, oh yes, they can track down the person and but it is a very serious situation. If you feel uncomfortable and if you feel unsafe, that's a serious thing, because the biggest part of being you is feeling safe and feeling comfortable. And you can't really act like yourself if you are missing one of those two things. And so, yeah. I guess I wanted to say all of this because, you know, I want you guys to know that it's okay to be prepared, and it's okay to be a little bit paranoid sometimes. Trust me, it's a good thing. That paranoia is sometimes, when it gets too much, if you are putting aluminum foil on your windows, that's when I would worry. But that's when I would tone it down a bit. But if it's just like a worry because you feel unsafe and you're kind of thinking of things that could happen and you're tiny bit paranoid because of it, that is okay. That could save your life. Alright? If you feel like you need to be on guard, then be on guard. It is better to be prepared and not need it than to not be prepared and need it. Okay? And I think that's pretty much it, other than just know that you guys aren't alone in this. And, you know, that's why I keep saying you can talk to someone, because you're not alone. You know, there are other people who are going through that, or there are people who can help you out with it because they've gone through it before, or sometimes even people who haven't gone through it have some of the best information and advice about it. So, just know that you're not alone in this and that you can talk to someone. And it's okay to. Alright? So that's pretty much it for today. I'm going to go ahead and go. My throat's feeling kind of wonky, and that's probably why it's kind of grating right now. But I really hope you guys liked the video, and if you have anything to add to that, go ahead and put it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, so yeah. Anyways, I know what you guys are saying. Cheyenne, you have glasses. Well, actually, some of you guys already knew that because I've worn my glasses in some videos before. Yes, I have glasses. They're really pretty much only reading glasses, especially for like if I'm on the computer or on my phone or something, and like I find myself like this close to the screen, which I actually don't do that as often. I actually don't use my glasses as often as when I first got them. But it turned out that when I was reading something, I would start out like this, and I'd end up like this. And I don't think that's a very good thing. So I talked to my parents, and I was like, if you guys are really worried about me ending up this close, because I'm not doing it on purpose, then maybe I need to get some glasses, and so I got reading glasses. So this is for, like, if I'm reading and it starts to hurt, or, like, hurt my eyes, or give me a headache, or if I find myself 2 inches from a screen, then that is why I have these. And so when I was writing, I was just like, oh, go ahead and put them on, just in case. Plus, I like glasses. I like my glasses. That's probably because I wasn't raised wearing glasses. I was actually one of the only people in the family who did not need them growing up. But hey, like I said, especially with the glasses, better to be safe and not sorry than sorry and not safe. That sounds weird, but hey. Wait, better to be safe and sorry. No, I think I had it right the first time. No, I probably didn't, but you understand what I mean. It's better to be prepared for something and not need it. Okay? But yeah, the glasses are because I was hurting my eyes with like phone screens and such. But I will be okay. My eyes are actually a lot better after using these for a few months. I've had these for over a year now. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go, so I love you guys so much. Stay you, believe in yourselves, because you guys are absolutely amazing, and I mean that. Don't forget that. Don't forget to dance today. Go ahead and go watch that Triheart video that I told you guys about, feeling sad about tragedy. It is very interesting to learn about, and it's a very interesting thing to hear. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I've already said this. Stay you, believe in yourselves, because you guys are absolutely amazing. And I really do mean that. I know I kind of like repeat it on a loop sometimes, but I do mean it, and I repeat it on a loop sometimes because I want you guys to remember it. So don't forget to dance today, and don't forget all of that, and thank you for watching. I'll see you later.